Not just the mercy watchers, but everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Richard Ludwick from the University of St. Thomas in Houston. And today we are at Napa Institute's annual conference in Napa, California. A beautiful day. And I have another leader of a beautiful apostolate. So we have Camille Pauley here from Healing the Culture. Hi, Camille.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks. I
day.
cannot wait to hear what you're going to tell us about the organization and the work that you've been doing for a while.
I'm glad to share it. Healing the Culture is Father Robert Spitzer's pro-life organization. I've been running it for, almost 30 years now. Next year's our 20-year anniversary. And we exist because people need to understand not just that the church is pro-life, but why we're pro-life. The pro-choice movement has co-opted terms like success, quality of life, freedom, love, happiness, and all of those terms lead you, if you really want the depth of those terms, they lead you to a pro-life position, not pro-choice. Yes. And so he's laid out this great curriculum. And then we talk about principles of logic from there and ethics and justice and show how if you want to be ethical and logical and a person of justice, yes, you really need to adopt the pro-life position. And then people can grapple with it in their heads and in their hearts and put together just a really beautiful conversion into pro-life.
Well, and you know, I love what you're saying in the approach that Father Spitzer is laid out in the work that you're doing, because it's not against things.
That's right.
It is about something that I think is innate in all of us, and that is this quest, this thirst for life, an abundant life.
People
right?
don't just want to be against something. You need to replace it with something. So once you show people abortion is ugly and it's evil and it's wrong, then their question is, okay, then how do I achieve what I'm looking for?
Right.
And so what we show them is, Spitzer always talks about how there are these 4 levels of happiness. Mm-hmm. There's the material pleasure and the ego gratification. And that's what the abortion movement wants you to focus on. Because when you're focused on that and you're pregnant and you didn't expect it, you're afraid, and they play off that fear. And what we show them is, but now is your opportunity, right? An opportunity for gift of self and love and sacrifice and generosity and faith and hope and something bigger than yourself.
Right.
And that's when people become inspired. We inspire people into being pro-life. We don't scare them into becoming pro-life.
Well, and I don't think you can scare people into anything of meaning and for long, right?
That's right?
You can scare them up front, but then eventually the impulse for love and for life takes over.
Yep.
So if I know Father Spitzer's experience, and you've been with that organization for a long time, right?
30 years. Yep.
Talk to me about how innovation enters into this notion of something so fundamental as life.
Well, because you got to find a way to deliver this to people,
Mm-hmm.
right? People we have a bumper sticker mentality in this, not only in the culture, but in our movement, that if I have the correct bumper sticker, people will all follow me and become pro-life. And it isn't true. People need deep conversion, and they convert slowly over time when they're as ingrained in a culture as ours as we are. And so what becomes innovative for us is, how do we take these heady philosophical concepts that take time to work into people's lives, but produce content for them that are in bite-sized chunks that they can accept, understand,
Mm-hmm.
And that it's not too difficult, because people aren't as educated. We're not as literate as we would have been years ago. And so how do we do this? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what becomes innovative. So we use technology, we use media,
Right.
we use social media, and we help. Mostly what we do is produce resources that other people can use in their school or their church or with their family or their homeschool, to teach this in bite-sized pieces to slowly get people to a pro-life position over time.
So essentially, you're building a family of people around a dialogue, right?
Yes.
And that gives people, families come from life, right?
Yes.
From this union of people. So
Right.
that's an
Because we
amazing
want
thing.
people to be deeply pro-life,
Mhm.
not just pro-life. And we want
Right.
people to be authentically pro-life, not just kind of what they think pro-life means. And we want people to be permanently pro-life.
Right.
And so the only way you do that is you take them through one at a time, one piece at a time. What's your fear about losing freedom? What's your fear about not being able to be successful? What's your fear about not living a high quality of life? What's your fear about not being happy if you can't have abortion? We work them through all of that.
Well, and the thing I love so much about that is that it's not about a political stance per se, right? It is about the human person.
That's right.
And the authenticity of what it feels like to be a child of God and to be part of a family, part of a human family. Now, so the recent United States Supreme Court ruling
Yeah.
that, in a sense, overturned Roe v. Wade
Yep,
as the
it
law
did.
of the land. Tell us how that is affecting maybe your work? How do you think it will affect it as you move forward?
Yeah, two ways. The first way is that people are a lot more open now, I find anyway, to talking about why we think abortion is wrong, because suddenly it's illegal in certain states, or people have the mistaken notion that it's illegal everywhere, which is not what happened. Dobbs just made it so that, states could decide. But people are open now to finding out, wait a minute, this is a question that I thought was already answered. Why would you be against abortion? So now we can have dialogue with people we couldn't before. Right. And the second thing that's happening is that teachers and pastors and religious educators are coming to us saying, help, I don't know how to answer these questions. And we have all these resources already built that makes it really easy for them. So it's kind of neat because you're educating people, but you're also educating the educators who never stop to figure out, why are we pro-life? I know that we are, but now I've got to answer all these questions.
Well, and isn't that a really healthy understanding of our faith, of life, and where people stand on that important question is to get in touch with that. And I'm so thankful that you and the organization and Father Spitzer have those resources to share. Thank you, Camille, for being with us today. Yeah. We've been talking to Camille Pauley from Healing the Culture. Have a great day and God bless you.